morning, guys. I just woke up and my hair looks a little crazy. I played with the curling iron last night, so it's definitely not what I wanted it to be, but I have been wanting to play with it for a couple of days, so I decided to do that last night. And yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you. Like I said, I just woke up, but I am starting my morning off with my celery juice. I have a whole blog post on like the benefits of drinking celery juice. I'll link down below. But I'm trying to get back in the habit of it, so I'm not quite there yet. So I'm not drinking just celery juice. I've mixed it with half a cucumber, half a lemon, and a knob of ginger. So it's like one full celery bundle and then half cucumber, lemon, and ginger. And yeah, so gonna do that. Gonna do my quiet time. I'm currently working through this guy, The Prayer of Jabez, and this other book over here. I showed you the other day with the Secret Sister gift. I've been like reading one of these every day. I've been thinking. So yeah, that is how we are starting Sunday morning. I meant to get up a lot earlier and do yoga and all of those things, but that's just not happening like I wanted it to. So I'm gonna start with this, and then I'm gonna proceed on and do all of the other things that I was meant to do today. But at some point I do want to play with the curling iron again and hopefully get it to do what I want it to do. I'll explain that all when I get to that. But yeah, I bought one of the new Kristin curling irons, so we're gonna play with that and see if I can like get the achieved look with my hair after I put some makeup on, which I'm gonna do in just a little bit. So makeup is done. We're gonna do hair now. This is my new toy, and I have laundry put away over there, so apologies. I do have the tea tree curling wand, and I plan on doing a video on like more expensive products that are worth the money if you're looking at investing for yourself over the holidays or like buying Christmas gifts. But I have the wand, so I have the three. I have the tapered, I have the 1-inch curling, and then I have the 1 1/4 inch. However, I wanted something because my hair is short. It can be harder to really get it to like hold in certain places, and it can be hard to get the curls to lay flat around it. So I had the 20% off from Black Friday with Target, so I wanted to get this and kind of try it out and see. I watched a review on it from Kaylee Melissa, and I really trust her opinion. So I played with it a little last night, and my issue with curling irons is you just kind of have to learn them, and I always end up with the like kink problem. So I am gonna try and play with this. I'm watching through some VLOGMAS videos now that people are uploading those, so I will show you in a little bit what I think. What I did last night is definitely not what I want to do again, so let's see if we can make the curls the way I want them to be. So I actually just finished my hair, and then I put it right back up. I don't really like it. I'm gonna keep playing with it. I don't know. We're gonna have to learn. I don't know. I don't know if it's the size of the barrel, and I just don't like that. I think it might just be having to play with it and kind of learning it, but right now I'm not loving it, or at least I'm not loving the way that it's working with my hair. I feel like some of the curls really aren't holding at all, and I don't tend to have that problem. So we're gonna keep trying. I want to make it work, and I don't see why it wouldn't be a good iron. It might be that I'm not holding them long enough. It might just be like a learning process with it, but yeah, I did it and I immediately hated it. So because nothing was holding, and once I put any product in it and kind of tried to loosen them up, they went away really quickly. So again, it could be the size of the barrel that I'm using. It could be the actual barrel. I'm not 100% sure. So, but yeah, I have twisted it back up and popped a clip in it, and that is where we're at now. So hopefully I will figure it out. I'm gonna Google some like YouTube tutorials on it, but I am going to sneak into the kitchen and warm up my coffee, and then I'm gonna take some pictures for today's blog post. But I was gonna talk you guys through that a little bit too, because I'm doing today's post is all on like how to nail the perfect gift basket. So I kind of want to, like, you'll see the blog post, but I kind of wanted to show you how to do it as well. So yeah, that is where we are at right now. hair update is it's back in. We're just gonna live like that. Okay, so we just sent today's blog post to go live. So if you haven't seen that, all of the links for whatever the 3 most recent blog posts are always in the description box below. So go check that out. But I thought I'd kind of show you some of the components and give you a few more tips as far as like making personalized gift baskets that I didn't put in the post. So when I say gift basket, I don't necessarily mean basket. Now I have some stuff like kind of chilling over here because I'm still putting laundry away and kind of in the process of cleaning, but I want to take a break and show you guys this. So these are 3 different kind of box options. But both of these right here are stuff that I've saved and reused. I have a lot of friends that don't live local, and so I end up shipping a lot of my gifts. So instead of having a box within a box within a box, if I can, I try to save like nicer boxes. And I've saved this one for a while. I use this for a lot of photos, but I also ordered a necklace from Misoma, however you say it, for myself for Christmas, and I really thought this box was really nice, so I saved that. So if you want to, you know, if you have nicer boxes like that and can repurpose them, I think it's great. Because what are you going to do? You're just going to throw them in the trash. If you can recycle them, you know, this is another way to do it. As long as they're nice, I don't think anybody really cares, and that's a really pretty box. And the other option is to buy a box, but look, this right here costs $6 and it's super, super cute. But that right there is the same price as something else that I could include, maybe this or maybe chocolate or maybe something else. So if you would like to put more in your gift, there's no reason to, you know, not use what you have. So some of the things that I mentioned, we're doing in quotes. I have this, and this is kind of, I've like collected stuff from across the house to show you. This lives on my desk, and it's just a quote that it's a Bible verse that I happen to really like. Things like these you can typically get at craft stores. So like I found this at Hobby Lobby, and I think, yeah, the price is still on the back of it. This was $5. I bought one for myself and for a friend at the time. So if you can find a quote that you like, use that, do that. You know, these are perfect little gifts. If not, I popped a link in the blog post. There are plenty of people on Etsy who make them. You can find a quote and get it custom made. There's also, I have a book under here, I'm still reading this, but Feminists Don't Wear Pink and Other Lies. If you're looking to kind of inspire, or you think that they might want some encouragement, a book is always a good option. Again, that I've been thinking, we know that I've been reading that. And then, hold on, just pause for battery change. The other thing is kind of working with like, so these sheet masks over here, I bought these from Anthropology, and they come in a pack of 6. So if you're doing kind of like a breakdown of gift baskets, these are great because you can pop 1 or 2 in each, and they're not, it's $14 for 6 of them. So that's not super expensive, and they were on sale at the time. So that's another like small item that is nice and people will use, but is not necessarily like a throwaway item. I feel like sometimes you get gifts in your basket that are nobody will ever use, and they're just kind of thrown in there, and personally it kind of ends up coming across as like not even thoughtful. So these are perfect if you need something and you want something nice in there, because it's like a little spa treat. If your friends are into games, maybe I'm super into movies, so this is like a really appropriate one for me. Brain teasers, pop music. I mentioned these the other day. I got a set of 3 of these from Sam's for like $12 maybe, but I know they sell these individually on Amazon at least for maybe $10. So you can find, there's a couple of different sets of them, but these are good stocking stuffers, but they're also good for gift baskets. Favorites, I have a friend who has requested skincare and other things, so this is part of their gift. And if they're watching, well, you already heard, no part of your gift. But you could create, you know, like a whole skincare gift basket if they're looking to try new things, or maybe you know that that's a focus for them. If they're looking to get into clean beauty, this Smith & Colt polish is really great. Some lip gloss. It really ends up being like a breakdown of stuff that you love, you know that they love. So like, for example, a gift basket for me. So obviously I love Hot Chocolate, and I love these NibMor bits. Those are a big thing for me. I'm super into those. I also love Kristin dry shampoo and candles. That could go in a gift basket for me. I love quotes and small things like that. The movie buff thing, that would fit in a basket for me, and sheet masks, and bam. All right, apologies, I had a choking fit. So it ends up being really, it can be small stuff. If you can't afford a big basket of gifts, you know, you might put something towards maybe an experience that you guys can do together, or maybe you do a book of coupons. I've done that before. If you can't like super afford massive gifts this Christmas, but maybe you could afford something in a couple of months, give a coupon for that. You know, you can make it work. It's really more about showing that you know the person, that you're paying attention, and that you care about what they think and want and feel, and that you're kind of supporting them. So that is my 2 cents on gift baskets. Again, it really, I think when it comes to that method, I am super, how do I say this and not sound terrible? I hate giving gifts for the sake of giving a gift. I would much rather give a gift with some meaning. So that means, I would much rather give you an entire basket of your favorite candy than to give you some other miscellaneous gift just to say that I gave you a gift. I don't think that that's super helpful, and I don't think people really appreciate that. Again, a gift is a gift, and you know, we always hope that no matter what, that it's appreciated because it's a gift. But taking the time to notice favorite things can make a big difference when giving gifts. So that is my 2 cents on gift giving, on gift baskets. Like I said, there's a whole post on the blog about it today, kind of breaking it down, but I did kind of want to show you some examples. If maybe you're looking, you could do like a spa gift basket. So, you know, getting some bath bombs. I have the little headbands that are the spa headbands. You can buy those in bulk on Amazon. You can make a couple of them at a time and, you know, break them up with a bath bomb, the headband, a sheet mask, maybe a nail polish. And it's not super crazy expensive, but you can buy it in bulk and make it for multiple friends and kind of customize it. So you can make gift baskets work, and they're a great way to kind of personalize things for people. If you can't really pick a one big item, or maybe something's out of your budget, maybe your budget per person is like $20, but you can find a lot of their favorite things in that range. So still recovering from my coughing fit here. So yeah, that is on the blog now. I am gonna finish up doing a little bit of work, and then I need to do some vacuuming because I have a white rug and it's starting to look not as white as it needs to look. So hopefully we will be able to do some festive decorating today. I normally have a weird habit of tidying on Mondays, but that's not gonna happen. I have a facial tomorrow morning, and then I have a brow appointment on Tuesday, so I don't want to like bank on having the lazier time to tidy, but I would like to get all of this stuff situated and really get my floor vacuumed and my fan vacuumed, which means I need to turn it off and fight the dust. Fun times.
Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean, yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
Okay, so I'm working on dinner right now, and this is what we're having tonight. It's gonna be a little bit different, and I actually need to go pull the sun-dried tomatoes out of the fridge because the ones that we have are in oil, and if I don't go ahead and pull them out, the oil won't have a chance to like calm down. So I want that to be more oily, but yeah, I'm making this. I've made this before. I posted on my Instagram stories. It is from the Fresh and Healthy Instant Pot Cookbook, my favorite Instant Pot cookbook, hands down. Sorry guys. If you haven't gotten this from Detoxinasia, I love Megan's stuff, and I really was super excited when I found out that she was coming out with a cookbook. And I was pretty much I had it on pre-order, so I was really excited about that. So my Instant Pot's a bit finicky, and sometimes it doesn't like to rise to pressure, so you kind of have to keep an eye on it for a minute. But I don't have the florets. I had like already crumbled broccoli. So yeah, this is going to be different than this, but the chicken's in there and everything will cook like it needs to, and then I can kind of make it work for that. And then I'm also going to set out some eggs. Sorry guys, let's do this really quickly here so you can see it, so that I can make this guy. And it calls for room temp eggs, so I need to set those out so I can make that. And we are just gonna have a little Instant Pot party tonight for dinner, and then I guess just a little bit of a breakfast snack. Okay, so dinner is served. There's chicken heading under there, and then it's like a cauliflower mash. It's not as pretty as last time, but I'm super excited, and it's super packed with veggies, which is one of my favorite things about this particular meal, is that it's just chocked full of veggies. Although the serving size, I feel like once you make it the first time, you'll kind of figure out. I don't know, I mean, you might have to adjust it, maybe I'm making it wrong, but I don't ever feel like it turns out exactly like I wanted to. But I'm notorious for tweaking recipes, so I'm gonna go eat this now while it is still... So, I thought I'd give a little update on this foundation, although you're like sitting under a lamp, so this is really bright. Apologies guys. My second day wearing it, and I don't quite know how I feel about it yet. It's a little bit better, but not insanely bright. It's just, if you are a matte foundation wearer, this would not be your thing. It's not super glowy, like it's not overly dewy, but it's definitely like, if you need, I feel like I need to powder it a little bit more than I normally would. I just feel like I've got a bit more glow. Granted, the humidity is up, it is a hotter temperature outside right now, and it's been raining all day. So keeping that in mind, when I go to Atlanta this weekend, it's drier and a little bit colder, we can kind of test it there. But so far I feel like it's a bit more on the dewy side rather than the matte side. Although this lip has been wearing really well all day. I did the Gabriel red lip liner underneath the Electrica lipstick. Yeah. Anyways, so the lip has held up well. I've had a couple of meals with it, but my skin definitely, my face looks really shiny right now, and I haven't powdered anything, so I could probably use a good powder. I was gonna go back in and make the coffee cake recipe from the Instant Pot cookbook, but it calls for a 7-inch pan, and I have an 8.5-inch one. And because I'm not as used to like Instant Pot stuff, I just thought it might be a little bit too big for the pot. So I could have tried it anyways, but I was a little leery, so I'm gonna get a 7-inch pot and then I can do that. So instead I'm having a peppermint hot chocolate with the NibMor cocoa that I showed you earlier, and I have a little bit of cocoa whip on top and some of the peppermint granules. And then I have been reading back through the nutrition strip cookbook. It's been a while since I looked at this one, but I bought some tempeh the other day and was thinking about making something that had it in there, and I know there's a recipe in here that I'd liked before. I had hit or miss feelings with this cookbook. I feel like there are certain recipes I was just not, I don't know if it was necessarily that I'm not a fan of them, I just had issues making them work like I wanted them to. So I kind of want to give it a go again and really see how I get along with it, try it in a new way, try out some recipes in a different like perspective and see what I'm feeling. So I'm reading back through that again, and yeah, that's where we're at right now. It's this whole, I still haven't, the time changed like a month ago and I still haven't gotten used to that, but I do want to sit down and update you on this foundation, because especially right now it looks like, this is where my highlighter is, it kind of looks like I put highlighter all over my face, like I'm way too glowy. So I did watch a movie with Mom and redid my nails. I was going to do my gel kit and show you guys all of that. I'm probably going to do a blog post maybe, or I'll talk you through like doing an at-home manicure. I bought like the gel light to do the gel kit at home to kind of, you know, make that a lesser budget in my life in the new year, but I haven't quite gotten all the pieces in. And like I've mentioned before, because we don't have our mail coming here, the whole like 2-day shipping for Amazon doesn't exactly work for us at the moment. So I don't have access to everything, which is fine. It is what it is. But every time I think I've gotten everything, I feel like there's one more piece. So there's one other piece that I needed to get today, but I have been using, this was like an accidental order, the C&D Vinyl Luxe top coat. When I ordered this top coat, I was thinking it would be the gel top coat. It's not gel, but it's actually a really good top coat, and I really like it. So I've been using that on my nails, and I feel like my nails have been doing a good job at not chipping like crazy. I've been trying to kind of keep an eye on them. I need to go in and clean them up a little bit, but they've been holding up well. I'm liking doing the manicure at home because then I can really shape my nails the way that I want to shape them. I feel like I never quite get them in the right shape when I get them done. They're either too round or too square, and this means I can kind of play with it myself. So this one looks like I messed it up a little bit earlier, but other than that, they're shaped nice, and it means I can keep them healthier. And I find if they get too long, that's when they really start to kind of come off. But for the most part, I haven't had the issue, like it's been wearing at the edges, but it hasn't been like coming off in chunks, which is new for me because that's normally a big problem that I have. So anyways, that is where we are at. I'm going to drink my hot chocolate, catch up on some YouTube, and see if there are any recipes that I want to try to make from this cookbook this week, particularly that tempeh one when I can find it. So there's a whole lot going on behind me. Sorry about that. There's some organizing happening in this room right now. So just sat down on the floor. I've rolled out my yoga mat, I've busted out my sweat app, and I am going to do a little bit of yoga. I go through phases with this app where I'm like using it regularly and enjoying it, and then other times where I'm just not super into it. So that's one of the things I like about this app, is that I can cancel the subscription at any time. So I'm not like, it's not like a gym contract for me. And sometimes I just am more in the mood to do yoga this way, because with this it's not there's like a timer and a countdown on it, and I can still, like, if I want to watch a movie and do this, I can. I don't have to like stop everything to do it. So it's still kind of that like workout when I'm busy but want to do other things at the same time. So I haven't done much yoga this week. I actually haven't gotten as many workouts in this week as I really wanted to get in. I just have gotten in the bad habit of not doing it in the morning, and then I wasn't doing it at night, and that's completely on me. I didn't make room for it in my life, so I need to do some yoga tonight. So I started this over again, and it's one of my favorite like yoga apps because it just progressively builds on each other. So if you're new to doing yoga or you're getting back in the rhythm of it, it kind of builds on the skills from before. So it's been a while since I've consistently done it. I go back to yoga regularly. I talk about it all the time, but it's been a while since I've been like consistent with my practice. So I'm kind of getting a flow of this and then doing weights in the gym. Like, I'm in the process of rebuilding my workout schedule and everything there. I really got off track with like the whole month of everything post-working. So I have the option to do a heart opener, a hip opener, or a hamstring opener, and it will kind of show you when you open it up. You can scroll up. It's loading, it's taking a while. It kind of shows you like how she's doing the little moves, so you can see her kind of do it, and it breaks it down. It tells you like how many minutes, and this app has changed a couple of times. So if there's certain things where I think I don't really want to do that, I can kind of see ahead of time, and so I normally glance through it and get a good idea. So I think I'm gonna do a hamstring opener, and I am currently watching This Christmas on TV. It's been a while since I've watched this movie, but I remember going and seeing it in theaters in high school and loving it. So I'm watching this again. It's just such a fun Christmas movie, and I'm going to set my little yoga app, or my little like thingamabob here, grab my water because I'm gonna want that. And yeah, I figured I would time-lapse some yoga for you guys. It won't be anything too exciting other than me going all over the place, but my stomach was a little upset from dinner earlier. I'm not sure what happened there, so I'm feeling a little bit full and like I need to do a little bit of movement. And I thought about doing some yin yoga, but if I do yin yoga, it won't be enough. So I'm gonna do this. I actually mentioned this is like one of my tips in my 5 tips to help you with your bloating post. That if you've like eaten too much, or you're just feeling kind of gassy and bloated, if you can do some kind of like light yoga, there's a Yoga with Adriene video that's really great for that. it can really help. So typically I will do something to kind of just stretch my body out, and that means right now I'm gonna sit here and do some yoga. So I'm gonna turn the movie back on because I paused it so I could talk to you guys, and I am gonna get moving. Done. I was already glowy, but now I'm extra like semi-sweaty. So I'm gonna lay here for the 5-minute cool down. Oh, that is not the right thing. There we go. My little 5-minute cool down, which is pretty much corpse pose the entire time. And that is my yoga workout finished. Alright guys, so I took a shower, I did my skincare, I popped my hair up for the night, I made a cup of tea, and I'm getting ready to just kind of chill for the rest of the night. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything crazy. Finish off this movie that I'm trying to watch, and yeah, I am planning on getting up hopefully at a decent time in the morning. I have a facial at 11, and so you're not really supposed to work out or like sweat when you had a facial like same day. So I need to try to get up and get that out of the way in the morning so that I'll be good to go for the rest of the day. So yeah, that is the plan. But thank you for hanging out with me again today for another day of Vlogmas. I can't believe we're gonna be speeding through it quickly. I can't believe it's December. I think I'm still like taking that in. So day 2 of Vlogmas is over, and I will see you guys in the morning for day 3. Good night, guys.